perfect for this conversation that we're gonna have right now. You see this Juneteenth? I want you to pay attention to what I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Coach B. Sometimes it takes one person in your bloodline to fix your legacy. Sometimes it takes one person in your bloodline to fix your legacy. Because of your consistency, Coach B, you're gonna have a branded platform. Oh, by the way, what I didn't interrupt you and tell you is that clients can now edit their own card 24/7. So clients can now edit their card 24/7. But I love his story so much. I just had to let him run with it, no problem. But when we got started, coach, you were there in the beginning. So we walk you through every phase of the game. And with the service that you're getting, we normally have clients now paying $100 a month for white glove service. But because you were there in the beginning, you're grandfathered in how you came in. That's number one. Number two, on the platform that we're going to build for you, you'll be able to not only take care of everyone on your team, but everyone that came before you. So now instead of them having to go to Sean, they now get to go to Coach B. Because Coach B now have a platform equivalent to Sean's platform. So because of your consistency over the years that I've seen, brother, that's why I told you what I have coming for you is a $25,000 build out. That 20 it's a $25,000 bill because you're gonna have your own platform.
Well, y'all, welcome to Pi Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Coach B. Pi stands for Pursue Internal Evolution. This is the podcast where we talk about everything growth, everything good, everything excellent, everything forward moving, right? We're trying to be thinking about ways to be the better versions of ourselves than just yesterday. I'm not competing with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to make sure that whatever I do in life, I'm doing it intentionally. I'm doing it with the intent of elevating and making upgrades in my personal character. And I'm thinking about, all eight dimensions of wellness. I've talked enough. I want to introduce my co-host, Ikoko, and we doing this 3 hours time different. Big shout out to Priscilla Zal, as always, who started this Pi Talk journey with me. And then we're going to introduce our host. I mean, it is Juneteenth. The prevailing theme around is Black excellence. So it just seems to be fitting that we had this call yesterday. And as we do with Pi Talk, there's no schedule. It's always, from the heart, no script. But Ikoko, tell the world who you are and what you about. Brum, brum, brum.
Hey everybody, I'm Coco. I'm a person in long-term recovery. I'm Chief Executive Officer for Reach and Resiliency Incorporated, which is a peer-run 501c3 here in Concord, North Carolina. Both B and I serve on which is the panel of national recovery support subject matter experts across the country doing all the great work at the national level. We also are members of the National Peer Workforce Advisory Council, where I serve as chair. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. She's so humble. That's it. Just, everything international, everything peer, everything everywhere. I'm with it. I'm authentic. I'm a part of it. My voice is in spaces, but that's it. My ninja. All right, and we have a special guest. I'm gonna find this link in a second. I'm gonna email it to myself so I can share the screen. Are you on a laptop, Sean, by chance?
Oh, absolutely not, brother. I'm the cell phone millionaire.
Okay.
five
CEO Sean.
5 years ago I decided I was gonna become successful using only the phone, no computers. But in full transparency, I have an entire team that works for me and they all use computers.
Okay. Okay. So it's a personal decision.
1,000%. 1,000. I'm moving too fast to be using the laptops. It's just what it is. So I walk around with three phones with me. That works for me. The one I'm on plus these two.
All right. All right. This is so tell us about yourself, and then after you kind of get into that, you can start the conversation about how we met, and then by then I'll have my end ready because I want to actually share the screens and show the receipts for how much of a cheat code you really have been with in my life, especially coming out of the halfway house, not knowing nothing about technology, marketing, social media was like just Facebook when I went into my last prison term. So, this, what you did for me, with me, and continue to do has been literally, it's been like grabbing that SUB with the super box. I could watch all the shows. You know what I mean? It's been the cheat code, the bypass, to not knowing nada about any of it. And so I give CEO Sean the floor. Welcome to Pi Talk Podcast, Pursue Internal Evolution.
You got it, you got it. First of all, such a pleasure, Coach. And just a quick introduction, guys. Um, Sean Lashley, founder and CEO of 10K Cards. I crown myself as New Yorker because that's where I spend most of my time. But when COVID started, I was not going to take the shot. So I asked my wife, where are the best places for us to be where we can say no and survive? She said Texas and Florida. The weather in Florida was better, so we chose Florida. We make digital business cards for our clients. There's 8 billion people on planet Earth, and we do believe all 8 billion need to have a digital business card. And because that's our core belief, we operate like everyone needs to have a business card. So everything that we do is going along the lines of making sure everyone have a business card. Now, Coach, speaking that way, in my hands, I'm holding a keychain that says Juneteenth. This tag that says Juneteenth, I bought Juneteenth.com, Juneteenth.com. Juneteenth will be a network to hold all the businesses for Black and Brown business owners.
Come
So
on.
anyone that's a Black or Brown business owner will be able to go to Juneteenth.com and have their business a part of that network. So everyone within the Black and Brown community will be able to find yourself here. I was so busy today, Coach B, that when I said yes to you, going back was not an option. When I said yes to you, going back was not an option. That's number one. Number two, one of the reasons our relationship has grown this much, whether you were out of technology or, as you call it, you were always in integrity and principle. You never stepped out of integrity and principle, and that's why we're in this call today. I turn down 99% of invitations that I get to come and do presentations like this because I'm that busy for real in real life. But when you called, I had to show up. Why? When you came on board the first time, you got your card. You called me up again. I need a second one. You called me up again. I need a third one. And for your audience, I'm going to share something that I want them to pay attention to. Because you came out with a very jolly, spirit, willing, giving nature, pure positive energy, and we kept building and growing the relationship. Yesterday, Coach called me and said, I'm thinking of something, I want to do something, blah, 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 blah. I said, Coach, I have no problem. In my head, I'm saying to myself, I'm going to give him an IQ test right now. I'm going to give him an IQ test right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there. I think you gave me an EQ test.
That too. There you go. I said, I'm going to give you two options. If I were to tell you, I have something in mind, and I want you to choose between $100 product or a $200 product, what would you say? The gentleman said, I'll take a $200 product. By him saying he'll take a $200 product, what he was not aware of is he's getting a $25,000 build out. What you're not aware of, Coach B, you're getting a $25,000 build out. But you know why I did that? We're not looking for business partners. We're looking for good people to do business with. We're not looking for business partners. We're looking for good people to do business with. Because when you identify good people and you do business with them, you can end up with the best business partners. The best business partners. So I've studied you over time. I've studied your consistency.
3 years now.
Mind you, if you keep showing up and doing what needs to be done, whether you think someone is watching or not, just keep doing what needs to be done. And the reason you got that offer, and I was testing to see where you were at, if you said $100, I would give you a $100 product. But when you took the best of two options, I said, okay, good. You have no idea what's being created for him. So we are creating a custom platform for you. So the same way you see the 10,000cars.com platform. And now that I'm on the call, I think the brand is going to be Pi Talk Cards, PiTalkCars.com. We'll get offline. We'll confirm what the name is going to be because we're going to build a card now for you that you're going to use to build your community. We're creating a product for you that you'll be able to use to build community. And the reason I have full confidence that you'll be very successful because you in yourself are a successful being because you've always been showing up successfully. So anyone that's a part of your community, Coach B, have no choice but to become successful if they stay the course. For me, I just watch people from a distance. I don't need to be interacting every minute. That's just not who I am. But if I see consistency every
But
time you,
I can say this about your interaction, and I want the people watching this to know from my heart. I am a ADHD brain person, and there's times where I've called you at 11 p.m. and like, I need you to switch the entire order of my card because I'm doing this now. And within 24 hours, I look the same QR code. My QR code never changed. That was the part for me, not knowing, technology or digital stuff that made this transition from my being in prison, having all these ideas that I wrote on legal pads and trying to manifest them in a digital world that I didn't even prepare for. I wasn't all these plans. I was still thinking old school. Like, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna have these papers. I'm gonna show people. Maybe I'm gonna go somewhere and type it up. You know what I mean? I came out to a world that was far advanced than when I left.
that's right.
And so what you did for me was you made it seamless. I got one QR code and everything I could think of, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my Facebook. And then if I stop, like when I closed an account, I call you like, take that off and it's gone. Hey, I don't want that video represented in the link. Take that off and it's gone. And it's the same QR code for 3 years now. You've rebranded it 6 or 7 times, and I only paid you the one time for that card. So that right there was hands down. I was watching you too, bro. You know what I mean? I very much believe in aligning myself with people that are in alignment with their assignment. Like you said, I'm in alignment with my assignment, but our assignments could be different. But the fact that I know you're in alignment with it and you move in integrity towards that
Yep,
is why I kept hitting you up like, hey, I want to buy another card, and telling everybody I talk to when they see my card. I'm like, hey man, you need to support. This is a black owned business. You can text dude in the middle of the night. I probably shouldn't be saying that to people, but it's my experience. It's the truth, right? And because it's the truth,
uh-huh,
I wanted to make sure that, when you came on my podcast, that I told that part, the part where people see that 10% of Coach B and it's like, look at all these things he's doing. I'm like, I'm not rolling in money. I'm a 3-year-old adult. Credit intimidates me, taxes intimidate me. When I got out, all the digital platform, I was like, these kids are making millions. I'm 40, just got out of prison, starting over. How am I going to compete? How am I going to even make sense? So I started going live on Facebook and just sharing my journey and my thoughts out loud with the world. And when I got introduced to you, Sean, I told you everything. You was like a coach, a therapist. I just started, this is all the things. And I'm just and you're like, hey, I got this card for you. Look, send me $100. And this is what I'm going to do for you. And unlimited revisions, all the things. And it was one of those things like, because the person who just came in this call will introduce a Threadis in just a second. He's the third partner on Pi Talk. And so because of that introduction, because it came from him, I disregarded any thoughts of like, oh, this is too good to be true. I just said, all right, I'll do it. And Jill and Threat was like, man, you want to fuck with this guy, right? And so I did it, and I'm honored, I'm humbled. It's been an extremely beneficial mentorship process in the digital space. Just when I do text with you, or if I call you, you answer FaceTime, like we talk like this. And I think
that's right.
when people see someone that they look at from a view as like unaccessible, like CEO Sean, like, in some circles, they're like, you're with him? Like I know that what success brings, what kind of energy it brings. And to know
That's
that me, fresh out of prison, 3 months out of prison, could just call you and you pick up a FaceTime and hear me out on some stuff that I was struggling with that had nothing to do with the digital world. but then get back to business. And that's the nature of our relationship. That is similar to how me and Ikoko developed our relationship, and same with Threat. I met him through a friend getting out of prison. So Threat, introduce yourself. I know you're a little late popping in, but here we are. We on Pi Talk Podcast, our platform. Me and Threat endeavored to kind of partner on this like 2.5, almost 3 years ago, and we haven't made no money. We just decided that we believed in a thing, and we just been slowly dropping content, meeting, talking about it. We brought in Ikoko. There's a three-way co-authored book on the way. I said it now, so you guys are locked in. Uh, that's coming down the pipeline. But yeah, I'm gonna let Threat introduce himself. It's also important I invited Threat because when we were talking, I was like, bro, you need to be. I'm like, wait a minute, you introduced me to Sean. I'm like, don't you got a card? And he was like, man, I kind of lost contact with him and this and that. So Sean, that's my next question. When people are doing business with you, right? This happens. We get the thing, we buy the product. We don't hear from you, you don't hear from us. How easy is it for you and Threat to get back connected? And just to the audience, Sean didn't even know Threat was coming in the call. And when we were going, I didn't know either. I wasn't gonna bring it up until he popped in. So this is straight up live, the way we always do it on Pi Talk.
That question is perfect for this conversation that we're gonna have right now. You see this Juneteenth? I want you to pay attention to what I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Coach B. Sometimes it takes one person in your bloodline to fix your legacy. Sometimes it takes one person in your bloodline to fix your legacy. Because of your consistency, Coach B, you're going to have a branded platform. Oh, by the way, what I didn't interrupt you and tell you is that clients can now edit their own card 24/7. So clients can now edit their card 24/7. But I love his story so much. I just had to let him run with it, no problem. But when we got started, Coach, you were there in the beginning. So we walk you through every phase of the game. And with the service that you're getting, we normally have clients now paying $100 a month for white glove service. But because you were there in the beginning, you're grandfathered in how you came in. That's number one. Number two, on the platform that we're going to build for you, you'll be able to not only take care of everyone on your team, but everyone that came before you. So now instead of them having to go to Sean, they now get to go to Coach B. Because Coach B now have a platform equivalent to Sean's platform. So because of your consistency over the years that I've seen, brother, that's why I told you what I have coming for you is a $25,000 build out. It's a $25,000 build out because you're gonna have your own platform. Pi Talk has been around for 3 years. You guys didn't make $1 because just like a bamboo tree, you didn't see anything for 5 years. So in your journey, it was just 3 years. But here's what's gonna happen. Once we create the branded card for your platform, every listener, everyone that ever benefited from you, they can now get a business card for themselves under your branding. They can now get a business card for themselves under the Pi Talk branding or whatever brand you decide to go with Coach B. That's number one. Number two, when they get their own business card under your branding and they share their business card, they're blowing up Pi Talk podcast. Even if they don't want the paid version, Coach, you can give them a free version. But with the free version comes with a Pi Talk advertisement at the top of the page. So what you guys have been doing for 3 years was getting the attention of the right people. That's all you've been doing for 3 years. Are you willing to work when no one is looking? Are you willing to work when you're not being paid? Because that's where the real work comes in. So that's why I can look back and I can say, I see this, I like this. It doesn't matter what you've made up until this point. I've seen who you've become up until this point. And with the right structure, the right resource, there's nothing that can stop you going into the future. Because you've been doing it successfully for 3 years, you just know are going to be given the tools to amplify what you've been doing for the last 3 years. And this time we're going to add a monetization option to what you're doing. And it's going to seem effortless. It's not going to be having to twist any arms or bend any stuff. No. Here's a card branded Pi Talk. If you like it, share it with all of your friends. If you want to get more feature, upgrade to the basic or the pro. Very simple. $10 a month, $20 a month. Anyone who messed with you will get one of those. So that's where we're going. So I'm so grateful for the introduction that we got. But being the MVP that you emerge yourself to be coach, you get to go back to everyone and say, because you introduced me guys to Sean, I'm in a position now to make sure I take care of you guys on the highest level. That's it. That's how it works. So he was only supposed to be a vessel to make the introduction. He was busy. He had other stuff going on. But you had your role to play, and that's why we are where we are today. So the good news is now we're in a position where going after 8 billion customers became a very easy thing for us, because the shirt I'm wearing right now, you're going to see the shirt says Davenport Cards. So I live in Davenport, Florida. So what we do is we make cards for every city and every state. And as making the cards for every city and every state, this generation understand what the yellow book is. The young generation have no clue what the yellow book is. So
Yeah.
Davenport card now becomes the yellow book of Davenport. We own Davenport card, Vegas card, Miami card, Orlando, Florida. You name it, we're buying all the city and states, and we're building out a network. So when I told you guys we're going after 8 billion people, I was very serious. We're just taking it one step at a time. Okay, so that's our approach. So where you're concerned, Coach B, you will have a branded system for everyone within your community. And you're going to be the top dog in that project as well. And you'll be able to bring your team along with you. All because of your consistency over the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, want to cry, bro. What the fuck?
Now you'll be all right. You'll be all right. And the reason I appreciate that realness is as you look at me today, guys, I asked
Man.
myself one important question. I said, Sean, what is different between different races? I said, I personally think that our community are the most talented. I think we're the most resilient. I have a long chest list of things that I think we are. And then when I said, okay, what are the talents of the other cultures? The other talents of the other cultures are being great managers of our talent. The other cultures are great managers of our talent. When I figured that out, I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me if I can put all that I am into one place and then put myself in front of the world, my customers can come to me direct without a gatekeeper? And the answer was yes. I said, let's cut out the middleman. Let's cut out the middleman. Let your talents make room for you. Let your gifts and talents make room for you. I don't care who, and this is with no disrespect, I don't care who introduced me to Michael Jordan. I want to meet Michael Jordan. I don't care who introduced me to, let's call all the big names in the world. That's the person that I want to meet. So here's my question to you. Do you still want to be known as the person making the introduction, or you want to become that guy? I want you to become that guy. I want you to become that girl. I want you to become that destination. That's what we all were brought here to do. And with this product, it removed all of that out of the way. From now on, go be great. Let the world know who you are. So when you look at this now and you see Davenport.com, it's for today, I'm going to be wearing the Juneteenth shirt as well, because I'm taking an entire squad. We have 500 of these guys to go around to different events and share these cards out and get business card in exchange for them. So we give these out. We take your paper business card. The team is going to create a card for you, and then we're going to lock in for $10 a month or $20 a month subscription. It's never
So
been
they
that.
don't. So you giving people a card, getting that card, and they don't even know that at some point they're gonna get emailed a QR code and a digital business card with all the information from their business that you done researched, and you're basically giving them a way in.
All right, I'm going to show you in real time how easy this is for me. One second.
Do you want me to make? Oh, I can make you co-host if you want to share your screen.
No. I'm going to show you. Remember, I am a guy that uses a phone for everything. Let me show you guys how easy it is to watch real time. And I want you to send the information for everyone on the call, okay? Once again.
Oh, this is live. This is going on
Hey,
YouTube,
Dwayne,
and
what's
we're
up?
gonna spread it. We're gonna put it on the link.
Yeah, really quick. I'm on a podcast right now. I'm gonna do a group text with you and Coach B. I want you to add Coach B onto the Juneteenth card and put him on the podcast. Put a category for podcast. Put you can put Coach B at the top. I'm gonna put you in a group text so he can send his two co-hosts. Make a card for both of his co-hosts based on the information that he send you. Add them onto the Juneteenth card. So before we get off this call, we're all set. Sounds good? I'm sending you Coach B's card right now. Um,
And I'm gonna show y'all. Look, I'm gonna share my screen and actually show y'all the card, what he's talking about. Um, so let me make sure I can do it.
all right, Dwayne, I'm going to send you Coach B's zone right now. And then I put you in a group text with him. He's going to send you his two co-hosts information. And you're just going to do, even if we have to do a basic card just to get them up and running, and then we'll get all fancy afterwards. But for now, let's make sure they both get a card. And then you're going to list them on the podcast on the Juneteenth network for me, okay? All right, thanks. Over and out. Bye. All right, Coach, I locked you into a group text. I need
All
you
right,
to send information for your two co-hosts.
so
So
can y'all see?
Huh?
Can you see the screen?
Let me go back.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep, I can see
Okay,
it.
so check it out. It comes with the QR code. When you scan the QR code, this is the digital business card that people can take and put right on their phones. So at the bottom here, what it does is, let's see if I can. So this right here, you could subscribe. There's also you can have people scan it, or they can add it directly to their contacts or their home screen. So as soon as they get your digital business card through the QR code, or you send it right from your phone to their phone. But like each one of these links is you choose them, you put them on here in whatever order you want. So there's times where I call Sean, I was like, I don't want the website at the top left. I want it at the bottom right under this. And I sent him a screenshot of what I wanted to look like. And within minutes, it was just, but apparently now I could just go in and do this myself. Is that what you're saying now?
That
Since you
is
let me
not
tell that long-winded story about how I
Are you in
called
the
you to
building,
do it?
Fred?
Huh?
Are you is Threat in the building?
Yeah, Threat's right here.
Yeah.
Threat. You want to see him lose his mind in real time now?
Yeah.
In your URL, Coach B, type CEOSEAN.com. CEOSean.com. And keep it on the monitor right now. Try to watch him lose his mind right now.
All right, let me go.
And what he's about to look at, he's about to get, by the way, okay? That's why I want to make sure he loses his mind first.
You said CEO.
SEAN, CEOSean.com.
All right. Digital marketing consultant operated by CEO. Is that you? The first one?
Did you CEOSean.com?
Oh, I did
Yeah.
SEO. I need more
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, just put CEOSEAN.com.
Look at my dyslexia. It says CMO, not com. The whole thing was backwards. It's all right. This
All right.
is you. Right here, yeah?
Let me see it up there now.
Click it.
Click it. Once it's CEOSean.com, you're good to go.
All right, here we are.
The button on the bottom right, play the button on the bottom right.
This one?
No, the music. Look way to the corner right on the bottom.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, the music.
Look at God when he do it. Big wins, no luck, he influence. Look at God when he do it. Whole life upgrade, I ain't ruin it. Look at God when he do it. Came from prayers, not a proof.
Now we're done with that.
When he do it, I don't flex by myself, we a unit. It's the peace for me, the way I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. He took the weight and he sent the key. Now the whole life feels heavy.
Yep.
You said press
Yeah,
which
click
button?
the gold button, CEO Sean. So this is my business card now that you're looking at. Scroll up
Okay.
and down.
That's dope.
And this is exactly what all three of you guys are about to get right by the end of the day on the call.
That's dope as heck.
So with CEO Sean, I have the ability to put everything that I have going on all in one place, guys.
T-shirts and merch.
Everything, the whole 9 yards.
That's dope. That's real dope.
So let me click this.
But you see, Brad, all of this would not have started with you, brother.
Have you ever saw Ferrari?
Sometime in life, all you have to do is to make this introduction and then step away. Sometimes
That's
in
beautiful,
life,
man.
all you have to do is to make that introduction and step away for a couple of years and just wait and be faithful. That's it. And then look
Yeah,
what happened today.
yeah, that's beautiful, man. For real, for real.
So we've emerged into next level technology, guys. In fact, 5 years ago, we were approached by a company for a couple of $1 million to own a very small piece of the company. And we were in the middle of discussions. But the mistake they made with me was they said they want to have a white CEO and a white financial controller. And I'm sorry, but that just triggered the slavery revolution to me. And I was like, no, I'm good. So I walked away from millions because I want someone that looked like me and you to look at us and said, if he can do it, I can do it. That's my driving force. If he can do it, I can do it. Now, I'm all inclusive. We do business with everyone. I'm here for everyone. But I want to make sure that we're loving on our people. I want to make sure that we're setting the right example for our people. And most importantly, I want to show our people that it doesn't matter what we go through, we're always going to win. It doesn't matter what we go through, we're always going to win. And you'll be able to look at someone that look like you and be like, that guy made it. Today, I'm in a place I wouldn't even sell my company for $1 billion. I wouldn't even sell it for $100 billion because we're so locked in on a formula that nothing can break it. Our grandkids will come and keep pushing this mission forward because now we're building product for communities, for families, for leaders, for influencers, anyone with a voice. Those are the people that get our product now, and they can take that into their community and expand on our software, on our technology.
Okay, okay. Ikoko, I know you got questions. I need you to engage with Sean. What's going on in your mind? I know you weren't even expecting none of this. You just
I
met
was
Sean on the
not.
call.
I'm was about to cry, and then it's just a lot. But it's awesome because like I have a digital business card, but it's nothing like this, right? And I think one of the things, and B and I have talked about this a couple of times. My experience in the professional field for me, what I realize is that sometimes people they'll try to control your visibility. If they can control your visibility, they can keep people from seeing you. They're always the middleman because people don't have a direct way to get to you. So I'm super proud. I'm super honored. I'm super excited. I think for us, it'll definitely not only increase our visibility, but also increase our impact, because we'll be able to connect with anybody around the world, right? Not just at agency level, not just at state level, but not just at national level, because B and I do some of that, but across the world. So
I,
thinking
I I know you
global.
got questions as far as like, I'm basically introducing you to Sean. He's saying, "Hey, I'm giving you this product. What are your questions about the product?"
Well, I understand what it's intended to do and what it can do just from the demonstration, right? So networks are important. We can do a lot individually, but collectively it's a movement, right?
No
So as
community
the
without collaboration.
Yeah, so as the daughter of a Congolese immigrant, I'm very proud. And the theme of the show today is Black excellence, African excellence. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited. But that's been one of my goals. It's like to be able to do work where my father is from. And so I think this is going to be the avenue to allow me to be able to do that.
Yeah.
That's right. And what state? What state are you in, Coco?
I'm in Concord, North Carolina, but my dad is in Jackson, Mississippi.
It's so funny. We either tomorrow latest, because today we're locked in for Juneteenth. Tomorrow we're actually launching NorthCarolinaCars.com.
Oh
North,
wow.
okay? Because the goal is to touch every city, every state. And we got so blessed that we were able to buy Miami.com. That's Miami with a dash before the I. On the very end, oh wow, you don't understand how priceless that is. So when the North Carolina is done, I'm going to make sure we add you onto that network, and you're going to have your list in there as well. So who you are and how you do on the title, people are going to be able to find you.
Thank you.
You're super super welcome. And
So
again,
can I give
we have
can
to
I
give.
give Ikoko your number?
What's that?
Can I give Ikoko your number?
My friend, everyone to go to ceoshawn.com have my personal cell phone number. You know,
Same here. Same here. You know.
people, people ask me, Sean, aren't you afraid that of people calling you? I say, how can you run a business without people calling you? How can you run a successful business without people calling you? Let them call. Because when they
Please,
call,
please.
yeah.
I'm
So
on
let them call,
call.
guys. Once you
I'm
go to
a,
ceoshawn.com, click the button that says connect, punch in your name, number, email, and just mention how you met on Pi Talk. And I'm going to make sure the team have you guys have a card. In fact, I found yours, Threat. I went on Instagram. I got your updated phone number and your email. So the team will put together the card for you. Coco, you're the only one I'm waiting on right now. So, Coco, head over to ceoshawn.com, click the button to say connect. You're going to enter your info. The team is going to be there for you. All right. Let me see. I'm going on right now. Boom.
I think I want to do and Threat, let me know, and Ikoko. I think for our community, I just want to do the NCWOC business cards. The no community without collaboration. That's my slogan.
Okay. Text, text,
That's our independent hope dealer
text that
motto.
to me,
And
ASAP.
what do you think about that, Threat?
Bro, it's I'm 100% with whatever the move it is, you know. Like I said, I'm like what Sean was saying too. I'm glad that the consistency of what you've been doing over the last few years has been in place, you know. I found the benefit in it in the beginning, which is why I thought it was great to introduce it to people. I didn't know that I was going to be making left and right turns with what I had going on. However, I did know that certain people that you introduce these moments to will take extreme advantage of it, and it's an opportunity for me to, again, full circle. And now I'm back at the beginning of everything, being reintroduced, not just to the process of what it is, but the advancement of what it became, and now you're repitching it back to me as an opportunity for me now to onboard with something greater than what I started my whole experience with this whole movement about, you know. So I think that that's the beauty of it. I agree 100%. It ain't about who introduced you to whoever. It's do you want to advance the relationship? And by our relationship and connections, it blew past who I introduced you to a more thorough relationship, which reties me into a situation to have a more advanced relationship. And now the journey can continue on a more macro level. And eCoco being affiliated with this, had I known her in the past too, I would have sure told her about the whole experience. And so now it's like we're on board at a moment to where I'm blessed to see the growth that you guys have made, Sean, in the last few years, bro. Because just looking at what you have right now, it clearly shows that consistency with whatever it is that a person is being adamant about following through and completing. It shows the growth in it. And so it is an honor to be able to see how much more engaged you are with your creation and how much more you realize that it's not a system that you want to sell, but it's a system that you want to pass down on a legacy level. And that's really what it is about, because most people to see something that they have with potential and they think about the capital and what sell a great concept for the money and fail to realize that that shelves a lot of the things. You're competitive in a lot of ways on a major level, and purchasing what you have would be able to wipe you out, like replace you with somebody different, or just take what you have and just put it on the shelf and let it collect dust with no competitive edge. With, you know, so kudos to you, bro. Advance on your upgrades. I think it's a beautiful thing, and we're gonna make sure that Jill Gubeau still know about, because I think she still needs your card. I think Jill still tapped in with you
Oh
too as
no, no,
well.
no. If I heard what he said, and like I said, Jill introduced me to Threat. You know,
Yeah.
there was a point in time, you know, where I was incarcerated, and I was one of the few homies I had that was still writing in emails, taking calls, and just letting me live life vicariously. I was there when you know she met Threat and was like, hey, you guys are so much alike. He's doing all this community stuff. When you get out, I'm gonna introduce you to him and I'm gonna link y'all up. And it happened just as she said, because that's the value of friendship. We weren't in any type of romantic relationship. She was just like, my friend went to prison, and well, they're still my friend, so I'm gonna still talk to them. A lot of
Yeah.
people did. A lot of people didn't. You know what I mean? When I went to prison, I was just in prison, and then they'd be like, "All right, I'll see him when he get out." And that's the mentality that happens a lot. And then people get out and they're expected to be successful in reentry when nobody from their network even stayed connected with them. You know what I mean? Their network goes from 100% to like 3%. You got your immediate family, your kids, your mom. You know, shout out to my mom who's always there and took my kids in and all kind of stuff, right? But when you out here and you live in a certain lifestyle and you got 1,000 friends and 1 million Facebook followers, but when you go to prison, you get like 2 letters a month. You start to understand things differently. You start to realize that, hey, if you don't pour into you, nobody will. And so I think when I came home, even the shirt I'm wearing, and that's really what I'm thinking as I'm rethinking this, is the Pursue It 365 would be the better move, because I don't want it to be Coach B. I don't want it to be about me, right? I want it to be about the
The
same.
good news, is, buddy, I got the red card ready. I'm just doing a quick thing here in the background here on my other phone for Coco. Oh, I can do it on the other phone. Okay, let's go here.
He's got 6 phones in his hand. He's
I'm
an
just sending
octopus.
Coco's number to the team really quick.
I'm surprised
I
your
warned
business
you guys.
logo
I
isn't an
told you.
octopus. Got all them brains and all them arms doing
Yep,
everything
yep.
at once.
And you know, I can't wait until you introduce me to Jill again, because she's such a joy. Number one, and number two, without Jill, none of us would have been here today, guys. You know,
100%.
this is why I said with Jill and Thread, everything came together correct. And in life, I'm just very grateful for how the divine works. Okay, Coach B, send Thread his card as yet, as well. Sorry. Also, they're adding him onto the Juneteenth network. Coco, send me a profile picture, my dear. I'm showing you guys in real time how fast we're working. Okay, that's that. And Coach B, I'm also going to do one for the Pi Talk movement. We'll get some more discussion taking place, and if I have to
Yeah.
do two, I'll do two of them. Because
Yeah, because like I said, I don't I'm really self-conscious about even branding it Coach B cards, right? I
oh no,
would
that's out. That's out. I realized it didn't respond to that, so I
yeah.
figured it designate with you.
Yeah, Pursue It 365 would be the better route. That's associated with the nonprofit, and that's really what both of us have just spoke about this entire time, is that part, right? Just doing something, one thing, one phone call, one email, jotting down one idea every day. That's what Pursue It 365 means to me, is taking one step every day in the direction of the better outcome or the goal that you want, and just pursuing it, just going after it, making sure you're doing something that's in alignment with the assignment you've given yourself. And there it is. I'm actually about to I mean, it's a shot in the dark, but I'm also going to send a text and see if Jill will jump in. This is how we work real time when we talk
Yep,
about
let's give it a shot.
no community without collaboration. Um, and I'm going to
That's
call
right.
her and tell her, pop in right now. It's an emergency. How about that? So this is my friend.
There you
All
go.
right. Let's see how she may be busy.
Let's give it a shot.
It's where, hey, I need you to jump on the Zoom call. I just sent you an invite to right now. You will not want to. Jump on the Zoom call. I just sent you an email invite to, right? It's important. It's a business call. If you got 2 minutes to pop in, you'll be happy. Right now, we're on the call. You'll see who's on there. All right. Got her.
That was done.
That's how it works,
Hey,
man.
this
That's
is
how it works.
real life, real time, human connection. This is what no gatekeeping means, man. This is what honoring your people
There you
means.
go.
This is it. Let's see if we get her pop in real quick. And as soon as she comes on, Sean, I just need you to just go into it because she only has a couple minutes. Just give her the elevator pitch of what's about to happen for her.
You got it, Silas, brother.
Because I want to honor her time. She's bartending at a Juneteenth event as we speak. She took my call, and here she is. Look at that. Sean, come off screen. Do you?
Rockstar, let me see.
Just
Rockstar Jill, where are you?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm good. Jill,
we're
did you
talking good
Good.
recognize?
about you. We're talking good about you in rooms you aren't in.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. How's everybody doing
Jill,
today?
Jill, do you recognize this face on the call right now?
Yeah, I know you, Sean.
Are you
I
are you looking at this key fob right? Oh, let me see. Are you looking at this key fob right now?
Hey, check it out, check it out. Yes.
So this is it's a networking
Oh,
card for Juneteenth. Everyone nationwide will get a chance to join this community. And I'm going to make sure that your card is also added onto this as well. But in addition to that, what I wanted to discuss with you, Jill, you made an introduction to Thread. You also made an introduction to Coach B. And because of the introduction that you made, we are doing some phenomenal stuff right now. That when we get off this call, Coach B is going to bring up to speed what it is we have coming, and you're going to realize what your introduction actually sparked. So, because of
okay.
the introductions that you have made, Coach B has been consistent over the last 3 years with me. And because of
Yes.
that, he's about to get his own branded system business card.
Awesome. Good, good,
And
good.
And with that card, everyone that walked before him, he'll be able to take care of them, no problem. Additionally, everyone will be restored under his already paid off bill.
Oh, okay. That's what's
So,
up.
so the point of this call was to let you know what you've done 3 years ago did not die, it was growing. And it's just
Love
growing
it.
into a bamboo tree right now that's going to be able to benefit you in all things that you're doing. Because
I
our
love it.
becomes so robust that the real benefactors are those who was there in the beginning. The ones that are coming in now, they have to pay new school money. But a new
Okay.
it's just a conversation.
Love it. I love it. Thank you.
That's all. That's it.
Yes.
This is a Pie Talk podcast episode, which you're an integral part of and have been since the beginning. And when Sean
Nice.
started to say, he's given a 25,000 build out for these Pursue It 365 cards, and
Uh-huh.
we'll all be able to do what Sean did for us for our community.
I love it. That's what's up.
And you're
Good
in.
deal.
You're locked
Okay.
in.
Awesome. Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
guys, I am excited and I can't hardly hear anything that you guys are saying, but I know the gist of it and we'll follow up at a different time. Okay, B?
All right. Enjoy
All
your
right.
Juneteenth event.
Yeah. Thank
Uh,
you guys so much. Good to see you, Sean.
Same here, Jill. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Awesome. That's it right there. So that's a perfect example, Coach B, of when you're consistent. And it just as I'm speaking to you, it just resonated to me. Pursue it 365, it means to do it every day. Just do it every day. That's the essence of who you are. Just do it every
You
day.
see it, right?
Holy crap, bro. You don't even understand. Send me the version of that really quick. Let me send
You have Pursue It. I have a Pursue It card for the nonprofit. You got all
yeah,
the
but
logos.
send me the logo. Send me the logo ASAP.
All right, I got you.
I'm doing something here in the background that's gonna really mess you up. And if you want, you can add Coco
He,
and
he keep messing us up. Go.
exactly. Let me see. Send me Thread's direct number.
Go ahead. Come off the line and give him your number.
253.
Thread, go to sean.com and
Okay.
click Let's Connect right.
Hold on.
All right, brother.
Let me go to my laptop real quick.
Looking for
Okay.
the Pursue It 365 logo.
Okay.
All right. You saw it?
Yeah, I'm on the page now.
All right. So click on Let's Connect. Click on Let's Connect or Connect. I'm not sure what the button
Okay.
says.
I got you.
And then you'll punch in your
Which email was you using, or does it matter?
Go to text or WhatsApp. Those two are better for me.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, Carl, I want this happening in real time for you. Let me see. Coco, I believe Coco is almost ready. I just sent him the profile picture.
And you already got my updated profile picture, but again, for the cards for the
All right.
community, I want it to be a representation because the logo is interchangeable. The Pursuit 365 is registered under my private business as a trademark, but it's also the nonprofit. I would rather represent the community with the community nonprofit logo.
Okay, no problem. Whichever one works best for you, brother, I got you. The good news is, as the co-creator of this, you have all the vision that you ever want coming through, backed by the technology to support it now. All right. This is gonna mess your head up when you see it, brother. You know, playing fair is not my thing. We don't play fair, we play to win.
This is the best Pie Talk
We don't play
podcast
fair, we play
episode
to
of 2026.
That's right.
I think I
All
just
right.
filled it out. Um, I don't know if it went through though.
You send by text message or WhatsApp.
I sent by text message.
Okay, cool. It's gonna pop up. If it didn't pop his head, it's gonna pop up just now. I have my guys working on some stuff in the background to show you guys in real time what we do, and how we do it. That's why I need three phones. All right, boom. Okay, the moment it pops up, thread, because we already added you onto the network. Let me see if Coco is on the list as yet. Let me see if my girl Coco is on.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so
I might as well tell you, Sean. Matter of fact, let me cut my camera off so I could blow your mind real quick.
go for it. The next time you do that, we have to put a QR code on it, brother. Let me show you what I mean. You see the name and so on. I'm gonna have my team put a QR code on mine also. But even if I'm on a call, guys, you see how I'm subliminally marketing. Even off camera, I'm subliminally marketing. So I'll give you guys all those strategies. All right, let me see.
This right here was just recently written. The paperback is ready, co-authored by Ikoko Onima. It's called By Whose Authority.
Nice. Do
So
you have the link?
I could put this on the platform, right?
Not only can we put that on the platform, but that book is gonna have an advertising banner at the top of every free card. Additionally, I'm going to show you how to bundle your book, a bundle of 1, 10, 50, and 100. So if someone invites you to speak and they want you to waive your speaker's fee, just tell them buy 100 books. And you're going to waive your speaking engagement and you're going to show up. So all of
Ah,
these options I'm going to help you to put yourself together with.
yeah, I have 6 different books, so let's get it.
We'll put all of them all in one page, brother. Coco ASAP.
Yeah, this is some amazing stuff here. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea when you talk about Black excellence being the theme. I had no idea where this conversation was going to go, Sean. We just talked last night, and I was like, "Hey, you should come on the podcast with me and Coco, and we introduce your business." That was all I wanted to do.
You know,
We bring people on. Our motto has always been, no gatekeeping. Show everybody everybody. My platform has never made me any money on YouTube anywhere, and I've got over 20,000 followers across platforms because I really believe in that no community without collaboration. If we just lock in, we could do so much more. It's like if me and Threat can individually, I can bench 315 pounds and he can bench 365 pounds, right? But why is it together we can bench 1,000? But if you add 365 and 315, that's not nowhere near 1,000. And it just goes to show that the more hands we have involved in lifting something, the more we can move together. We can be hella strong individually. We could be hella smart individually. We could be on the island, but eventually it gets lonely, we'll burn out, and we won't get as much done as if we had a village, a tribe, a herd, um, people willing to just partner with people and open doors when they have the ability to. And I just appreciate so much that just in this call, Sean, um, you showed me what that looks like on a major level, on a mentor level. A lot of people see and comment and give me accolades for the things I do, but in the background, it's these calls, it's these people. I'm a 3-year-old adult. I just been home 40 months, 42 months. I've never had credit or anything prior to that, never had a, steady paying job with benefits, and all that's brand new to me. So to be able to get this type of leadership pouring into of it's fire. It's amazing. And on real time in real life on my platform, with the friends that I started and the newer, more recent Ikoko, all the way 3 hours ahead of time over there in a different state, but we connected over doing this work authentically. And I think that is, for me, that's the epitome of any award, any accolade, any achievement, is really knowing that there's people out there that care heavily, and it's demonstrated and understood and all of that. How you feeling, Coco? I see I can feel your emotions through the
I'm
screen,
super
bruh.
excited and a little overwhelmed with joy. But, literally, we were talking yesterday and I was telling you this. I said, as much as we give and we pour into everyone else, I believe that it always comes back to us, because I would have probably never met Sean if it wasn't for you. You see what I'm saying? So it connects in that way. And, we're just in this season of abundance. So I'm really, really proud. Like, there are no words really that I can put it into other than saying that. Because I want a vacation in Kinshasa. My grandpa has a villa there. I've never been there, right? So I grew up here in the United States. So for me, the global part is extremely important. So I'm excited that we're gonna be able to do that. We're gonna be able to do the TED Talks. We're doing Pie Talk. We're gonna do TED Talks. We're gonna do it all.
Yeah, we don't need to. It's
Yeah.
like Sean said, we don't need to do TED Talks. Pi Talk
Yes.
is our TED Talk platform.
Hmm.
We do,
Yeah.
like, with Sean helping us, we could just Pi Talk could be our TED Talk. We don't
This
got to
is
go to
true.
them.
This is true.
This is what Sean
All
is
right.
telling me, he's showing me right now. Like, why does Pi Talk need to be on TED Talk? Pi Talk could be its own Pi Talk.
Yeah.
TED Talk can actually apply to come on to Pi Talk.
There you go.
That's right.
No, we all laughing and joking, but what Sean showed me is that that's possible.
Yep.
That's the Black excellence that I'm highlighting today. And all of this, it was really to just say, hey, you guys should get these cards. I've been working with the homie for like 3 years and they're cool cards. Like, that was my pitch. I was like, I want you to tell, I had no idea what you're about to do or gift us or, mentor us into. I just, like you said, like, we be rocking, man. And when I get a thought, I call people. I don't run from the phone. I don't screen. I'm accessible. And so for people to really, if there's anything, to take away from this, I think Sean really demonstrated it when he said, you can't run a business without taking calls. So I've always, ever since I came home, the same number from the phone, shout out to my brother David, who bought my phone and mailed it to my dad in California, set it up for me so that when he picked me up from Terminal Island to get on the plane, I was immediately able to contact people. And that's the same number I have today. And that's the same number that I put on every business card, every social media post, because I also believe, like, how can you support and be of community if you're not accessible? I don't fear people calling my phone. Like, I grew up in the 1900s, you know what I mean?
That's right.
we used to have to answer the phone to see who was on it. we had caller ID and star 69. You know,
That's right.
we could find out who called us. We had
Yep,
caller ID if we paid the extra. You know, nowadays it's like people, if they don't know the number, they don't answer. It's like, what can someone possibly do
that's it.
with you answering the phone? There was a time where I would just answer it in a voice that's not my own, you know, but I still answer it because I'm too curious. I want to know who's calling my phone. And
Yep,
what might we can build if I answer this phone and it happens to be Sean calling me randomly out the blue, right? To say, hey, Jill wanted me to call you and introduce you to something, and then I buy a card for $100, and then 3 years later, boom, you know, unexpected, but much appreciated. I'm humbled, I'm honored. You know, I often say that my one of my favorite pastimes is finding rooms where I'm like the fifth or sixth smartest person in the room and not, you know, so where I can, and I say that not to say, so don't come for me that I'm super smart and above anybody, but to say that I love learning. That's my point in that statement, is I love being in spaces where I can look up to everyone in the room and look up to them with respect and adoration and willingness to be taught. I look, you know, I try to collect mentors. That's another thing I say, because that's like, to me, that's how we move forward. Is we learn from our leaders, we emulate them, add our own sauce to it, and then now we have the ability to mentor the people coming up under us. And going back to one of my mentors in the peer support training space, Joshua Smith, he always used to say, and still says, a lack of mentors creates a lack of mentors. And this is the opposite of that. And your relationship to me, Sean, has been the opposite of that. You have been a willing, you know, open door policy CEO with great success. But here I am, fresh out of prison. Most people are stigmatizing and turning their back to me, and you're coaching me, and you never met me in person. You know, I mean, 3 years we haven't hugged or shook hands. So I hope you're strong, because when I see you, you know, I got these bear hugs that are kind of known around the community.
that's
You're gonna think
right.
you went to the chiropractor.
That's right. Don't worry. I've been working out, so I'll be fine. No, but I did. I want to say thanks so much for putting this together, Coach. And this is just a true testimony of when you make a decision and you pursue it every day. This is a true testimony as to where it can go. Okay, so just recognize people with greatness among you and keep investing in them. Keep pouring into them and watch what's going to happen. Just as promised, when you guys go to juneteenth.com, that is JUNE-TEENTH.com, you're going to see a button that says podcast. When you click on the podcast, you're going to see Coach B, you're going to see Coco, and you're going to see Thread. So just as promised, before the end of the call, they were all added onto the list. All right. So
All
take a look.
right.
Take a look at the coach and tell me what you see.
That's beautiful. And don't forget to throw Jill on that page.
Oh no, 1,000%. The moment we get up and we chop it up, everyone that you send me that has been responsible for this process up until this point, all got grandfathered in. That's how it works. Because you have paid the price to make sure you've paid the subscription to make sure you can bring them all with you. Point blank, period.
How you feel, Threat? We ain't heard from you. I would share your thoughts. We're gonna wrap it up here in the
Man,
next few minutes, but just talk to us, man. Black
no,
excellence is the theme.
no, you already know what it is, man. And like I said, it's the full circle with me, bro. Being able to see again, like I'm gonna say it again, seeing that you still at it, Sean, it just goes to show that everything that we pursue in life, man, if we just stick to the script, bro, we eventually will get there. And it's all worth it in the end, you know, whether hard work, misses, losses, it's all a win if we stay committed and adamant about making sure that we succeed individually in order for us to even truly show up for the people that we really want to work with. So, and Coach B, you, bro, I'm just glad that you've been doing what you've been doing, building these relationships and staying tuned in and not missing and skipping a beat on everything. And that goes to show that when we're able to do that and grow with an experience, you know, that benefit that comes from it is a lot different than a person just tapping in or being reintroduced to something, the consistency of your endeavors to stay engaged, these are the blessings and these are the outcomes that come with it. And it's a blessing for me to be associated with what you guys have created over the last few years. And I'm willing to share this information out to new people and the people that I know from past tense that's been doing this stuff. So, and E Coco, you already know what time it is. 100%. It's a Mississippi thing at the end of the day. So,
That's so funny. You're like one of my only other professional friends that has any link to Mississippi. So Mississippi, y'all have to do better whenever you watch.
oh yeah, that's my spiel, man. That's all I got.
But I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm super excited and humbled and honored, and it just ties into the conversation really that B and I were having yesterday, because sometimes it's so much that people don't see, right? All of us have families and all these different things that we do, but being able to show up for each other just for a common purpose and a common goal, it means the world. So, CEO Sean, it's nice meeting you, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. All right, Coach B, Thread, Coco, it has been an enormous pleasure for me, guys. Looking forward for great things coming. I know that we are partnering up moving forward. Nothing can stop you guys from this point. Anything
Oh
that
man,
that thought they had an option was just removed. Point blank. Period.
come on, man. I'm honored.
I'm
You
with it.
know, yeah, and I got a great team. That's one thing I'll leave with this is even when I should, struggle with managing and balancing time, the conversations I've had with my wife, one thing that I've always sought is like true partnerships. I've endeavored to create so many different things, but I couldn't get them over the finish line because the people around me were only as excited as I got them excited about it. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, I can't even be mad. I don't even take it personal because I'm infectious when I'm passionate about something. I know that. So if I get to infecting you with my excitement about this plan I have in the moment, 100% of the time, people are like, hell yeah, I'm with you, B. Yeah, let's do it. But they're not as committed because it didn't come from them. As time goes on, and I'm looking at it like, I have a superpower because I sat in prison for over 10 years. So I can start something knowing that it's not going to come to fruition until 5 or 6 years later. My whole 10-year bid was a hurry up and wait scenario. I got taught patience. It got beat into me because I'm not a patient person. If I go to a drive-through and there's 5 cars, I go to the next fast food place. You know what I mean? I'm not getting behind 5 cars. So that ultimate patience that I got is the ability to be like, all right, I'm going to start this thing. All the research says if you start a business, it doesn't even, pan out until the first 2 or 3 years. 5 years is really determining and da 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 da. So whenever I get frustrated or look, I go right to the math. I'm like, it's only been 3 years. It's only been just keep grinding, keep doing it, keep showing up because there's still value in those moments where I'm showing up, when I'm training or giving away free workshops and trainings that I see other people charge $3.99 a seat for a virtual space. And I'm doing similar, if not sometimes more personal level of equality of interaction for free. I get the value of the feedback from those spaces. We've been meeting every week for almost 7 months and for 2 hours. And sometimes that 2 hours goes into almost three. And it's at, on the weekday in the evening when everyone gets off work. And I never paid for that. We never passed around like an NA cup to be like, hey, support us sitting here with you with this money so that we can, do other better things. No, it's more about the value. Like I know some of those people in that independent hope dealers meeting are going out into community and making positive and impactful changes. And largely they're coming back to the group and sharing with us. And then we're going and trying those things. So yeah, it's been amazing. It's been an honor. I'm gonna get this uploaded to YouTube, quick as possible and send you the link when it's ready. I'm not gonna do no editing. I'm gonna just pretty much put some sound buffering on it and just let this conversation run live because
That's right.
this was not expected in any way, shape, or form. This was not planned. Me and Sean did talk about this. I was like, hey, you free Friday? He said, yeah, I'll send you an invite. And this is what showing up looks like, I guess. So
Appreciate you.
I'm honored and humbled, and I
Same
very
here.
very much appreciate you, and I honor your Black excellence with all my heart, Sean.
You got it, guys. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.